Down at the center, we got an open mic. So come and enter a world of pure delight. Sign up on the page and become part of the show. Watch as music, comedy, and poetry together flow. Oh, we got it all. So come and make your call at the open mic.
I'm Noam.
And I'm Ria.
And
you're at Decentered Open Mic.
Mic.
At a Decentered Open Mic, you have to keep your performances to 3 minutes or less. How many minutes? 3. All right, so don't come here and perform a 10-minute song. To
demonstrate what 3 minutes is, does that battery turn into the 3-minute timer?
I think so, but I can also put one up on my watch if that would be helpful.
So we're going to demonstrate exactly what 3 minutes is like. Normally we'd have a timer counting down, but this is just the image of a battery, so
all right.
You'll just have to imagine.
Sorry, can someone put a 3-minute time up for me?
Here.
Well, that should be going.
It's already on 3 minutes?
It should be slowly counting down.
Great. This is a battery that it is working. That's counting down at 3 minutes on stage.
I don't think it's counting.
I think it is. I think it's very
3 minutes
slow.
So much time that
it's a surprising amount of time. All
that
right.
was 3 minutes is so long that in I can do the math. 1/5 of 3 minutes, I just stood there wondering if it's even changing, but it is.
That's every 36 seconds, I think.
36 seconds, which 36 seconds is the time that you saw that drama rise and fall. So think if that's what we could achieve in 36 seconds, think of everything you can do in 3 minutes.
Within these, in the next 30 seconds, I would like to thank Zoe Ellen, who is one of our open mic stage crew volunteers, helps us set up all of the wires and instruments, and we have Theory here, who's our film crew for today. He's usually hosting open mic, but for a change, Noam and myself are subbing in for Theory and Liz.
And Theory also did most of the setup today and has been doing a lot of the setup most of the time. So thanks to Theory for that. And yes, we've got 1 minute and 12 seconds more.
Mm-hmm. And a list that is still open.
A list that is still open, always open.
Yes, open all night. We would recommend signing up early so that hopefully we can get to everyone.
Which reminds me of another thing about this open mic that's a little unusual. We don't call people in order, we call people popcorn style. And what that means is that we will decide on the order based on things like genre and kind of when we think it will make for a good show to slot you in.
And to keep you on your toes.
Never
know when you're going to be called up.
That does mean if you do have some time constraint, you can write it on the list, and we'll try to honor it.
Would request everyone to silence their phones and devices, give the performers your attention. Yeah. 36 seconds even is a really long time.
I'm like, how do I fill 36 seconds of my life? Generally. This is like the problem of life writ large. Wait, oh my God. It's fading. My time in life is fading. I have yet to say goodbye to so many people. I think it's over. That was 3 minutes.
It's been nice knowing you, Noam.
It's been nice knowing you.
Claps now.
All right.
Thanks. Sometimes you just got to ask for what you want, Noam.
I mean, Jeb Bush did it.
Right.
That's an old reference by now.
I did not get it. Alice is being accompanied by Matthew on the keys.
My fingertips are longing for the touch of your skin. Let it all fall away. Let it drop beside you. Let it all fall away. You'll be back there soon. Losing control. Let it go. You're watching. Losing control. Let it go. I'm watching. Gremlins are howling, eager for space. They have so much to tell me. Yeah, as my heart breaks. My feet can touch the ground still, press into the earth. My arms reach out around me, open to the air. Let it all fall away. Let it drop beside you. Let it all fall away. Let it go. Losing control. Let it go. You're watching. I'm losing control. Let it go. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching. Twirling and I'm swirling. Breathe inside the beat. I'm bigger than this body. More than years that fade to gray. Let it all fall away. Let it drop beside you. Let it all fall away. Let it go. I'm losing control. Let it go. You're watching. I'm losing control. Let it go. I'm watching. Losing control. Surrender, surrender, surrender.
Tifa Love.
On a cold, dark night, it was raining and there was a lot of fright, but I was not gonna end my life until I finally made it right. Yeah, even through the stammering and the humming, I'm like feeling a lot of sparks within me. I'm just trying to let it out into the infamy of the eternity that exists within you and me. I'm just trying to feel more things. I'm trying to realize and understand my emotional, intelligent things. Yeah, I just want to be able to do it and then know that I knew it and then no one else can screw it. And I say, yo, fuck it. I say fuck it and then I don't suck on it because I just do my own thing and then I just like nip tuck it. Yeah, I can't accept my own body for what the fuck it is. What the fuck is wrong with me and what the fuck can I do to live? And what the fuck is up if I can't give a life to live for the kids? And if I say that I don't have it, then what the fuck do I take a shiv and take it? And do I take it and then I make it and I come through naked in Manhattan and then I'm coming through and I'm clapping, yeah, clapping all my foes that try to take me down and then I lose control cause this is me inside of the ozone. I'm just coming through and I know that I'm no home. Yeah, cause it's just a house and if I really want it small as a mouse, then I might just come through with something else aloud. Yeah, but then I feel fear and pain, paranoia and everything strange go through a portal and then I just wanna wish one more time something gotta come true in mine. Yeah, I don't really know what's on my mind. Anytime, anywhere, any place, anywhere that I go, I get really displaced. And I know this ain't gonna be my fate. No disgrace, I'm coming up, I'm great. Yeah, I'm understanding myself. I'm gonna walk across a crystal lake, and then I see myself not fake, cause I'm doing this, I'm enough. And I meet my fucking fate, and I say like, yo, life don't gotta be safe. It can be a little bit more dangerous, and then you feel it more inside of the angles that be coming through you like steaks on Angus. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like hammering for more and more and more. I can't feed my insatiable hunger. I gotta do this until I remember that I'm the thunder. Yeah, gotta collect lightning in a bottle, and then see yourself be more full throttle, and then see yourself in the trouble. Yeah, you do this on the double. Yeah, even my words leave me. It still fucking has to leave me. And I know I don't bereave me, cause I'm never gonna leave you, see, cause I see you intensively with care. And I know if you stare at me walking away with my dairy air, then you just might be like, oh my god, do I really care? Yeah, but you know what, I come through, I blare, I take it up to a new level, gonna take it up with the devil and then fuck a god. Yeah, and I say it a lot to G-O-D, I see you and me. Yeah, we gotta keep on doing this until we reach infamy and eternity. Eternally, I'm coming through the wormhole. Yeah, I'm just coming into this matrix universal, and I do this non-rehearsal. This comes off the top of my head and comes to you instead. I hope you come back when you finally reach the end stages of life and death. Yeah, I do this and I know that there's nothing left, cause you are right. We don't ever put anything in the box on the left, cause we're right here. Thank you.
Hello all, my name is Catherine, and this is a poem called Bluesy Days. She calls them her bluesy days, when the matte sky is a color on a CSS style sheet. Hex code number 87CEEB, out of a box, 137, 206, 235 in RGB. I know what she means, because I call mine the flat days, when the earth ends in the horizon. Can't go up and can't go down. Each step starts on the same level. Left foot up, and it doesn't feel bad. Left foot down, right foot up, but it doesn't feel good. Right foot down. Each step ends on the same level. Between the glass sky and the flat plain earth, we're living in a snow globe with no snow. I hate the flat days, because I can't rise to meet her on the bright light days or sink to hold her on the bruised purple days, but she says, I like being with you on your flat days. Reminds me to wriggle my toes, push off the rocks. The base is certain, and I can move. I trudge through the flatness to present irises at her door, to be with her, where the park, the boardwalk, the city screams alborotado, fast, loud, noising. We move in the center of the storm, quiet. I'm sorry, she says. I can't be more present. It's an azure day. Like a charm, I'm compelled to look up at the color of the sky. Cold cobalt, about to rain. I have to look up to see the blue in her eyes, which portend the same. Oh, there are stars swimming there. To see them, I have to look up. Thank you all.
Give it up for Simona.
Thank you, guys. I've come here before and I've done comedy, but this time I'm sharing something sweeter. I woke up as the sun set over the horizon. I think I'm stretched a little bit too thin and I don't mind it. When did I lose my cool? She's got me somewhat blinded. I think I smoke a little bit too much and I don't. Call me pretty, I don't mind. We can try it double time. Honestly, it's a reaction to the monsters in my mind. I'm in the fitting room for life. Try a new one every night. Honestly, it's a reaction to the way that her dreams died. Try it double time. Try it double time. try it double time. I feel like nothing's changed, but maybe it's my size now. If she was here with me right now, she'd help me find alignment. I'm turning up my rates, I'm surfing skylines. I need you to help me find my blind spots. Call me pretty, I don't mind. We can try it double time. Honestly, it's a reaction to the monsters in my mind. I'm in the fitting room for life. Try a new one every night. Honestly, it's a reaction to the way that her dreams die. 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 Way that her dreams die.
Similarly to balancing darkness with light earlier, let's balance light with some darkness. Theory.
This poem's called Evasive. All is fair in love, with love itself, degloving injury, skin of the hand peeled, back to the bone, nothing but net, neutrality, went out with the aughts, the have-nots. As teens before 2010, we had it all, figured out, a 5-year plan. We could count on one thing for sure, not two since taxes can be evaded. Do I have resting shell company face? A blunt by myself, with love itself, degloving injury. We could count on the remaining hand, our 5-year plan. Okay, this one is called It's Just Be. No breakup, sex tonight. A yeast infection from another guy you fucked. No, that'd be a UTI. TMI, qualified, informed me anyway. A leaky bladder. To my pre-cum staining light green pants. In a list you sent as a PDF. Unprotected sex feels like home. The welcome mat laid out. Does kissing count? Everything but monogamy. Or not to be. No agreement is binding. A monotone, essay accent, a say the squirt, it's just pee. No one wants a poem about love unless it's in the present tense. About love in the present tense. Thank you. I have one more. Okay. Did anybody see the Bob Dylan biopic? Okay. This is about that. Prediction error. Watching a music biopic in the theater where Nicole Kidman claims we go for magic. I felt the spell broken. Irritatingly broken. Each time an actor looked down, I expected a smartphone, even though the film took place in the 1960s. Whenever someone held something in her hand, a notebook, cigarettes, lyrics scrawled on paper, I expected to see a smartphone. And this expectation, like phantom vibrations known to afflict smartphone users, buzzing in their pants, even when the phones are charging 10 feet away, drew me from the film. Like a siren alarm to remind me, here I am in a darkened room watching 50-foot-tall disembodied people pretend to be musicians who really existed 60 years ago. My own expectations breaking a $70 million illusion. Here I interrupt to talk prediction error, the gap between expectation and reality, Plato's cave by another name, the symphony of perceptions, nothing more than this error correction. Expectation gap. Well, there in the theater, every few minutes, I felt the expectation for people to stare at their smartphones, collide with the reality of the film made in 2023, whose vaunted, painstakingly researched costumes, production design evoke the 1960s. This era error whiplash did more to break the spell than a vape cloud rising from the front row. More distracting, ironically, than any phone, which pre-trailer segments admonish you to silence. Put away, don't text, ruin the movie. Here I was, ruining the movie for myself. I am my own phone, texting in a nearby seat. And another irony, how hiding outside the frame of the film, there really were smartphones. There, beneath the period-accurate corduroy pants outside the frame, every cast and crew and extra on the film carrying devices, technology 60 years beyond the era they painstakingly conjured. When I recalled my earliest film school quotable, a Yugoslavian theorist said, even fictional films are really documentaries of the people making the film, the actors, the crew right outside the frame, an account of what happened in that moment. This music biopic before me, a story based on reality, a documentary of people pretending to be people making music, which is also itself music. Thank you.
Matthew on the piano. Matthew, I'm so relaxed now. We're gonna change that with Noam joining Matthew with some improv there.
Hey, we're Flying Shoe. We make up songs on the spot based on audience suggestion. And to get us started today, I want you to think of a word. I feel like sometimes people ask you to shout out a word, but I want you to lock it in first. So I'm gonna close my fist, and when I close my fist, you have a word in your head. All right, so I'm gonna point at 3 people in order. So you.
Occipital.
Occipital. I have no idea what that means, but I'll work with that. You.
Security.
Okay, security. And you. Bathtub. How do I secure my occipital bathtub? I think This actually explains security really well, because the first rule of security is you don't know what the fuck you're doing, which I understand perfectly because I did setup today, and I also didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Or I did part of the setup, a tiny part. The first rule of security is you don't know what you're doing. And if you think you do, you will definitely not be a shoo, and that's why you gotta remember that your brain is full of rot. Take it out of your head and empty out your thought, 'cause you are stupid. And the sooner that you accept it, that you're a newbie, no matter how long you've been at it, you'll discover that in the end it's best not to pretend, 'cause you're stupid. I thought that I had it made with the walls, the roof, the floors. But then I discovered people could enter through the windows. So finally I built out panes that are made of glass. They came and broke it, what a giant pain in the ass, 'cause I am stupid. No solutions in my head, and I am stupid. Gonna keep learning until I'm dead. That's why I don't pretend to know a thing. Instead, I just embrace the suffering. 'Cause I am stupid, and I will always be. Don't believe that there's nothing left to learn, because when that's what you think, that's when it'll be your turn to burn. So just forget about ever knowing that you have everything in the bag. Instead, all you got to do is understand that you're stupid. There's nothing that you understand, you're just stupid. So let other people lend a hand, 'cause we're all stupid. But together, maybe less. We're all stupid, and that's the way we're blessed. 'Cause we're all stupid. So let's go at it together. We're all stupid, and we are not fair weather. We're all stupid. We know it now and how. We're all stupid, and it's time to be loud and proud. Hope you learned.
Some realizations were had.
Some realizations were had. Well, now that we've realized we're all stupid, I think it's a good time to put some learning into our brain with our artistic feature, Aaron Hart.
Cool. Thank you so much. I thought I knew what I was going to say when I got up here, but now I feel a little bit stupider. You know?
You're welcome.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. My name is Aaron Hart. I'm an African-American Latino photographer from SoCal. Happy Black History Month. Happy, hell yeah. Happy Aquarius season as well. I wanted to start off with a quote by Henry Cartier-Bresson. It says, "A photograph is neither taken nor seized by force. It offers itself up. It is the photo that takes you." Right? And I think a lot of these photos that we look at, they're kind of just like magical moments that I was just ready to take and reflect with my camera. This photo book is based on 2020, so every photograph that we see, we're going to probably look at like 5 or 6. They were all taken in 2020. And I think we all have like our own experiences in 2020, and there was so much hardship. Maybe it was peaceful for some people or nice. But I think the majority of us kind of had a lot going on and to deal with. So cool. There's a quote. This one is, so I did this kind of purposefully. The photos you'll see on like Instagram and stuff, they're all black and white images, and I wanted you guys to kind of get like an inside experience. So the book will be in color, but everything that you see kind of propaganda and stuff on Instagram is like dulled down. So you guys are getting like a real first look at some of these images. So this one is one of those moments that I was kind of talking about. This was taken in January of 2020, and I had just released a photo book, my first photo book ever, self-published. It was called Citizens of San Francisco, and I was heavily, at the time, influenced just by street photography. I went to school, and I worked in the Tenderloin, so I was just there every day. And I was kind of influenced by one of my professors, Barry Ebner, and he really kind of checked me one day, and we were just talking about street photography, and he said, like, how many photos are you taking a day? And I thought it was an interesting question, but he said so many street photographers, like, they're putting up numbers, right? Hundreds of photos a day, and I think that's sometimes what it takes, you know, like sports, it makes sense. There's repetition, repetition, repetition. And so for this, I was kind of just in the right place at the right time. This was actually taken on a film photograph, and this is January of 2020, so no one had heard of COVID or what coronavirus even was. But I think this photo is kind of prophetic of the year and the seasons that were coming to pass. So I didn't know this, but when they detain someone who's using any type of drugs, they put something called a spit bag over them. So if they spit, obviously nothing gets transmitted to the people who are trying to administer help. So obviously no one in this photo is wearing a mask. But I just kind of thought that it was so interesting that this is in January. We're trying to still like separate ourselves from different diseases and different things that can be transmuted. So I really, really love this photo, and obviously it has a bit of like shock value. So this is a really, really big one for me, for sure. This is another one. I feel like sometimes we create things and we don't necessarily know how to like express what we are trying to create. So this one at the time, I didn't know that it would be in the book or that it was even important or anything like that. So down here at the bottom, that's called the Grand Princessa. It's a cruise ship, and that was docked at Oakland's ports, I would say in March, and that was the first time that COVID had hit the West Coast. So there was 14 passengers and staff that had coronavirus, and so they had to, I think most of the staff was from Cambodia, and it's so interesting. So that boat stayed there for 14 days because they had to adhere to the CDC guidelines. So there was people from across the world stuck on a boat in Oakland's ports, right? And I didn't know that that was the Grand Princessa at the time. I've obviously had 5 years to look at this work and kind of sit with it and really just understand the gravity of some of these photographs. Yeah, this one is really, really good. And obviously, like, helicopter's cool. Bay Bridge is awesome. So this is another big one. And I feel like this photo opened itself to me, right? And I was just prepared and ready. This was one of the protests that was here. It started in the Mission near Dolores Park and kind of made its way all the way to the police station in the Mission, and then it kept going just to different parts of downtown. And I think they said the numbers were about 30,000 people that were there. That was like the biggest body of people I had ever really been around. And just to be able to be there and feel that energy was something special for sure. And I was hoping to kind of capture some of it. And I think some of the cool things that are going on in the book is the city has changed dramatically, right? And that Supreme billboard isn't there anymore. But I think this one's a very sentimental photo, and I wanted those names to be represented, right? Whether you can read them or not, right? They're there, and there's an energy and a presence that I feel like is in this photo for sure. And I think it was beautiful. There's these people, they just rented out a U-Haul and they were throwing out snacks to everyone, right? And so it's just cool to see like the community and the support of San Francisco and just the people in general. Whew. Some of these photos I feel like it's hard to take. And that's what I learned with street photography is sometimes you do want to capture like a negative emotion, right? Or balance light with dark. I wish I knew this guy's name. I wish I kind of knew his experience, where he was at, how he was doing, but I thought that it was important to kind of just represent him and the African American struggle of the police system in America. Another special moment that kind of happened with this is it's not super visible, but his sweater says Lethal Venom, and it has the date 1992. So I was just kind of like sitting with some of these photos and doing some research, and it turns out that in 1992 there was the comic book, obviously Venom. Venom is usually like synonymous for being a villain, but in the 1992 comic book, it's called Lethal Protector, right? And I think those words kind of just like really resonated with my spirit, and also just like with the story that's going on, right? I think words kind of give us something different than images, right? So I even see like okay again, right? And I think that kind of fills us in on the context of what's happening, you know? And a lot of these decisions that were being made when I was photographing this, like I did not see that at the time, but I think that it's beautiful that it's there. And then also like his outfit and just the kind of context that it gives to this image as well. So this one's kind of a heavy one, and I feel like this book is kind of an emotional roller coaster for sure, just because that was like the essence of the year. So this for sure is a bit more somber and like has a shock value, kind of similar to the Spit Bag one. This one was an experience for sure too. I think again with the words. This is in Oakland. The previous one was in San Francisco, just off Market Street. This was on Broadway in Oakland. And obviously, I think that we were very vocal just as a people, an American people in 2020. I think we wanted to be heard. There was a lot that was going on, and I felt like we already had felt almost helpless because of this virus that was kind of ambiguous and like the craziest thing I think some of us will ever see in life, right? Like you think about like the Black Plague and some of these things you read in history books, and you almost think like we're so far removed from that, right? And this year I think showed us really how small we are, right? And how little I guess power and control we have over our lives, and just how things can change dramatically in such a short time, right? And we kind of see like in this image, we had a lot of rebuilding to do, you know, not just because of riots or COVID, but I think just as a people, we're still growing and learning. Everything going on with the world now, I think, kind of makes this book a little bit more special to me, just because in 2020 we were still had Trump as a president, and we have him now, right? Whether that's good or bad, you believe that, right? But this is like the reality of it is we're kind of going in cycles, and I feel like that's a prominent kind of concept in the book. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much.
To keep us going, Ria, do you want to share some words?
So I'm going to read a poem called Gathering of the Graceless. So you fell from grace, huh? And not in the delicate, strategic way you planned. So you showed your pain. Not a single mascara-dyed tear running down a flushed cheek. No, you showed snot running from your nose into your mouth. You showed your deep-seated insecurities, the real ones, not the ones you're comfortable talking about. So you showed your rage. Not your sanitized, therapized, articulate chess game rage, but the rage of your youth. Kicking and screaming on the grocery store floor type rage. So you showed your vanity. They caught you checking yourself out in a spoon on your date. So you showed your filth, your screen time, your cigarettes, so you got caught. What now? Well, good. I'm so glad you finally made it. Welcome to the gathering of the graceless. You can put composed and clean and selfless and mature and unaffected in the hallway next to your coat. It's warm in here, and I made us snacks, and I love you. Even when you don't have anything nice to say, even when you brag, even when you're jealous, even when you kick and scream on the grocery store floor. For no matter what skeletons live in your closet, no matter what skeletons live in your mind right now, I have a light if you need one, and a spoon if you want to check yourself out. For I brag too, and the skeletons in my closet, they could use some friends. Thank you. Next up, Jacob with some comedy.
Hi, everyone. You probably know me. I've been sitting in the way at the bathroom all night. There's one well-hydrated crowd. You guys have been fucking in and out all night. One of you guys went twice. I'm watching. That is not a joke. I know who that person is. All right. You guys ever forget that sync is short for synchronized? Like SYNC? I don't know. You like I like see sync dot on a page and it just like looks wrong. I don't know. Makes you think. Just short for synchronize. Thank you. I got a question. Why don't animals need sunglasses? Right? Who said that? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Well, I was gonna say. I appreciate that information. I was gonna be like, oh well, like humans didn't like evolve in an office the last like 100,000 years. Like, why do we need sunglasses? You know, you don't see a cat look at the sun, but apparently that's because they do. I don't know. All right. Some news recently. The country of Turkey is renaming itself to Türkiye. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, thank you. Brought a Turkish friend just for fact-checking purposes. That is because that's what they call their own country, which I think that's great. You know, like they should get to pick what it's called. I think that's reasonable in English, but I think that in America we should rename the bird to also be Türkiye. Just like don't let them outrun it, right? Like that's fucking out of respect for them. The bird is always going to be the country. That's just going to be the same thing. All right. My bathroom in my apartment has like a motion detector light. Like it's like not a light switch. And like that's convenient, I guess. But like I don't feel like the master of my own home if I can't take a shit in the dark. Like 4 a.m., wake up, I'm like, I just gotta get this over with and go back to sleep, and then the light comes on. Does no one else agree with that? All right, yeah. My roommate's here. He's also been terrorized by this light. Let's see. I like the Gap hoodies that look like the like tourist hoodies, right? It just says Gap across it, like it's NYC, right? Like you wear an NYC hoodie to like tell your friends, like I'm pretty cool, I went to New York. And then you wear a Gap hoodie and it's like, I'm pretty cool, I went to the Gap once. And I bought this hoodie to prove it. This is my evidence. All right, I got one more for you. We'll see how you like it. Let's see. If soap were a race, then the makers of Soap Scum Cleanser would be pretty bad people. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Let's get some music from Meredith.
Your shadow lurking in my doorway. It's like your shadow lurking in my doorway. That it won't go away. I've got nothing to say. You think you're gonna deceive me. You got nowhere to go, won't you leave me alone? And though I know you won't believe me, I'm not playing your game, no, it won't be the same. Shoot, yeah, I don't know how my songs go, oh man. You've shown your hand, you've turned me to ice, so just take my advice, 'cause I'm not playing nice, no, I'm not playing nice anymore. Can't you see you're losing me? You're only digging your grave. Oh, can't you behave? And I suppose it's nothing new. You're trying to tell me what to do. You're trying to tell me how to feel.
Thank you.
To relax you further, Ivanka on the handpan. That's a wrap, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Good night, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, we got it all. So come and make your call at the open mic.